Okay. Good. Yes. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Good evening. Welcome, welcome. Who is here for the first time? Okay. Welcome. Nice to meet you. So I'm Tamar, and in the past 15 years, I'm practicing and study Kabbalah. Very excited to be here with you tonight and to share with you in that course what I've been learning and what I'm practicing, together with my husband that, as usual, disappeared. I don't know. With David, yes, okay. Together with him, we will share with you, we will go through those 10 classes journey, and really, really hope, that we can pass to you the experience, because it's not just a study, it's also something we take into our day life. So I want to start with a story about a man that really loved the circus, and he went to see a show. And the show was beautiful, he enjoyed, lots of colors and amazing things. But what really impressed him was what he saw in the end. When he was about to leave, he noticed that the elephant was, standing, and on the leg of the elephant was a chain connected to a very small piece of wood that stuck into the ground. And he was very surprised because, of course, like the elephant is huge. In a second, he can, take his leg and go to his freedom. And he didn't understood how come, how they could train the elephant to stand like that. And he saw one of the trainer there, and he went to him, approached him. Hi, how are you? And I have a question, beautiful show, thank you. But I'm very curious about the elephant. And how come he not running away? How come this chain is enough to hold him in place? So the trainer explained him that when that elephant born, when he was very little, he still was with that chain connect to the ground, and that was enough to keep the elephant from running away. That was strong enough, and every time the elephant tried to run or to escape or to move, he couldn't. It held him back. And with the time, he gave up. He gave up to the idea of running and doing whatever he wants, and he stopped trying. And since then, he grew, and even though he already developed the ability to run away, still he stand in place because he built for himself a belief system that he can't. What I wish for us in that course, that we will break those beliefs, that we will find those powers inside of us to do big and amazing things in our life. This is the purpose of the course, is to open your eyes, to start to see things in life in a different way. With no further delay, I would invite David to share with you the first class of Kabbalah 1. Thank you and enjoy.
Such a beautiful story. It's the story of our lives. So, my name is David. I'm the husband. I tell you a little bit about my journey with the exploration of the secrets of life, pretty much. So I grew up in a tiny place called Israel, and it's very much in the news right now. But the reality there is very different than the reality in Canada. And that forced me to ask a lot of questions, a lot of questions. I had to go to serve the army, I had to be in combat, and it's aroused so many questions, so many questions. Why the world's supposed to be this way, why bad things happen to good people, why there is need to be cruelty. So after the army service, I decided that I want to go and explore the world. And I went and I traveled to the Far East, to India, and all this area there. I've been to like 10 countries there, with the purpose really to, I felt that it was a calling for me. I wasn't involved. I didn't grow up religious by any means. Never connected to something which is spiritual. I was very motivated, like a sport, athletic and all of that, always. And then I was facing something different, face a reality, cultures that are very vibrant, are very colorful, with people that don't have much beside beauty around them. And they live life with happiness. And that's kind of brought me, and I said, wow, this is very interesting. And then I got into learning some of the spiritual teachings in the Far East there. And that started to open for me a kind of a new pathway. When I start learning a bit about meditations, a bit about understanding the religions, the different religions, and I start to research. And but everything that I learned, I loved. Every book that I read, I loved. But I said there must be more. And then, of course, I didn't go back to Israel. I went to the States and I started actually establishing my life there. I went to college there, and then I explored some of the Western kind of self-development methods. I study a lot with Tony Robbins and landmark education. I don't know if you're familiar with Tony Robbins, everyone knows. But and I learn and explore, and then I met my teachers. Those are the pictures of my two teachers. I met them in the States, in Los Angeles, and that's where I met Kabbalah. And suddenly, everything started to click. All the learning that I've been exploring for 5 years start to click. It means all the dots got connected. Yeah. So for me, it was kind of a wow. This is it. This is it. And then I decided, because of the changes that I felt from the teachings, because as Tamar told you, it's a journey of transformation. None of you came here, even if you think you came here because of just curiosity. No, it means that something within you, deep inside of you, is asking for some answers about life. That's the true reason why we are all here. And we have an opportunity, and if we keep just the mind open, a mind open means that I'm open to new understanding, new ways to look at life. Because as Tamar explained with the story, unfortunately we got programmed. We got programmed through the lifestyle, through our cultures, through our parents, through our religions, through our educations, and through our bad experiences, unfortunately. But we know we are not our bad experiences. They not define us. They could be pushed upon us different traumatic things, but the subjects of today's class is really to understand that every challenge that happens in our life It's happened for the reason to give us opportunity to grow stronger and to explore the gift that we all have inside of us. So you're probably aware of some gifts that you already have. You are aware of some limitations that you already have. So I can tell you for sure that there are so many more gifts that you can actually extract from yourself. And that's the reason why we should take this course, because there is so much more that we can share with our loved ones, we can do in life, we can manifest, but for that we also need to understand more of our limitations. And through transforming our limitations, we'll be able really to grow in life in ways that we couldn't have imagined. Because where I am right now in my life, it's not something that I could ever imagine. Yeah, it's a complete different path that I, in my logic mind, in my plans, I couldn't imagine. I wanted to be, a money maker. Yeah, and I accomplished that in the States, but I saw that that's not really the thing. It's not really giving me the fulfillment that I wish for. Yeah, it doesn't. So whatever we actually aiming towards, it could be something we need to accept it as something that it's not ultimate. And if we open our mind, most likely we can achieve so much more in life. So, as we said, the question of this session today, which is the first class of the 10-week course, is how to transform challenges into our advantages. There is someone here that doesn't have challenges right now in his life? Okay. Okay, that's good. Why? Can you imagine? We live in the most peaceful country in the world, the most, wealthy country in the world, and we still, have experiencing challenges. Because challenges are not related to something external, definitely, necessarily. Because it's all our reactions to the challenge, and that's what we're going to learn today. So we want to break the ice. What I suggest now to take the opportunity to go to someone that you don't know and to share what changes would you like to see in your life as a result of taking this course and it's applying its wisdoms and its tools. It means that if we are problem solving, what is like urgent right now in your life that you, with your logic mind, with your experiences, you don't really know how to resolve, and you need an extra assistance, an extra help. And that's where you hope that we're going to touch upon today and the next 9 classes. So introduce yourself to someone that you don't know and share who you are, what you do shortly, and then open up on this question. Please, go ahead. Stand up and open up. Okay, everyone, start to wrap up.
I tried so hard to be on time, but מה שאתה רואה. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. זה עכשיו, זה עובד. זה הסלייד הבא.
Okay, thank you very much. Very nice. Okay, so what is Kabbalah? Yeah, you came just on time. We've been just chatting. No worries. We had a chat before. Now it's the real deal.
You already told about it.
So Kabbalah, it's a very ancient teaching that predates all the religions that we see as today. It's more than 5,000 years old teachings that we've been given to humanity as a total in order to understand what the rules of the game call life, in order to be able to achieve greatness, to achieve control, to achieve fulfillment. Yeah? So the word Kabbalah means to receive. So it's the teaching of the recipient. Kabbalah explains that each and every one of us are like sponges. We are like batteries. Yeah? And we are constantly looking for ways to charge ourselves. Unfortunately, there is no one source to being charged with, meaning that we need to find ways to charge ourselves with something that's going to allow us to get to our destination in life. Okay? So, for example, you, especially, when you're older, you get a lot of sugar, so it charge you. True or not? But then you try to function, you run for 5 minutes and then you're done. That's it, the battery gone out. So it means that sugar is not the source of fulfillment, guys. I know, sorry to disappoint you. So we can wave one. You can take off one. So Kabbalah does No. Kabbalah also explains that the meaning of life is to enjoy. Okay? So if sugar gives you joy, enjoy it. But please don't be addicted to it because it's going to drain your energy. That's the point. Everything with moderation is excellent. Yeah? But the idea is that we're going to teach you what would be the source to charge you like Tesla. You're going to be Tesla. Each and every one of us. On one charge, 500, 600 miles. Yeah? 2 seconds, 200 kilometers an hour. Would you like to be that fast? Absolutely, we all want. We all have the desire inside of us. So the idea is really how to connect to the sources that are going to give us long-lasting fulfillment. We are very familiar with things that give us what we call immediate gratification. Yeah? Can you help me with that? What gives us immediate pleasure? Sugar. Yes, we know that. With the cake, with the cake. Yeah, what else? There are many. Talk to me. Social media, wow, that's the new whiskey. Ah, quality one, no? Yes. Huh? Drugs? Yes, drugs. Okay, sugar is a drug? Yes. Sex? Yes, okay. Okay. Caffeine? Okay. Ah, you said internet?
Or cat videos.
What is cat videos?
Videos of cats.
Are you serious? Oh my God, I didn't know. I have to try it out. No, I saw a few. You're right.
Payday, getting paid.
Payday, getting paid. Okay, that's nice. Yes. What else?
Buying things.
Buying things, shopping. Wow, nice. Okay.
Travel.
Hmm?
Travel.
Travel. Okay. Now, again, we know that all of those things are there, they're available. It means that we meant to make use of them, but they're not our purpose. What can you do? There is a greatest purpose waiting for us. That's the point, okay? And that's what we want to go and explore today. So you wake up in the morning. What do you want? Coffee. We get back to the same list. We want pretty much all the list of what we said, yeah. You sure that you don't want to sleep another half an hour, an hour? Ay. That's the way to start the day. Very promising day we're going to have this way. Yeah, but we all have the addiction for some reason that we wake up to remembering the events from the last day. Most likely it was challenging and we had some arguments and things didn't go our way and all those events come to us, oh, another day like that, let me sleep another half an hour first, then coffee, maybe cigarette is not so famous anymore, but yeah, and then I will continue, yeah? But it says that what causing someone to wake up in the morning is a desire to achieve something. So we are all driven pretty much by desire. Is that making sense? If we are not driven by desire, we will stay to sleep that day. And it happens sometimes that someone is that depressed that he doesn't really want anything today, so he stayed at home. So the question is, what do we truly want in life? What drives you? What do you really want? Really want? What do you want? Please. No wrong answer. Be happy. Important. One of the most important ones. What gonna makes you happy?
Understanding who I am.
Understanding who I am. Beautiful. What else? What gonna makes us happy?
Peace.
Hmm?
Peace.
Peace?
Yeah.
Peace of mind, peace in the world.
Peace in general, yeah.
Peace, yes. Peace of mind, peace in the world. Because if someone has peace in mind, will he go and start a war with someone else? Don't think so.
Contributing to others.
Okay, our ability to add value, okay, to society. Yes. Love. What kind of love? We can break it down. Someone would say, I want a family, I want a partner. Yeah? Sure, this kind of love. Unconditional love, of course. Yes. What do we want more?
Creativity.
Creativity. Freedom. Food. Yes, we need food, of course. What else do we want? Power. Beautiful. Control. We want power, we want to control Some people want to, if you are a Scorpio, want to control everyone else. But the most important is to learn to control ourselves, yeah? To learn to control ourselves, that I know that I'm in control. Okay. So the question is, all those things that you mentioned beside food, can you really buy? So wisdom, certainty, passion, confidence, creativity, ability to add value. Is it something that you can really purchase or buy? No. Why? Because they are not really tangible. Those things are not really something that you can exchange for. It can only come from within. You know, someone can come and give you thousands of compliments. It's going to make you confident at least for exactly 5 minutes. Yeah? But later on, day after, when there is nobody there to motivate you, to push you, you will have to find this source of energy inside of you and be able really to get it. Is that true? Mm-hmm. So it means that all the things that we really, really want are not able really to be measured and give because they are not really something which is tangible. We're talking here about energy, guys. There is the energy of confidence. There is the energy of certainty. There is the energy of love. There is the energy of giving. There is the energy of anything. Happiness, that's energy. Yeah? Passion, it's an energy. Yeah? So we try to resource them from all those lists that we said before. But it doesn't last because it's not the source. It's an external source. We're relying resources to come to us externally, but the source is something that needs to come from within. It's not exactly just within because there is the energy reservoir, as the Kabbalist says. There is a place where there is the totality of energy. Yeah, so if you go towards different teachings, they will say, okay, there is God. Some people say, okay, they believe in some other, I mean, not directly to God, so say Allah, Buddha, Christ, things like that, yeah? But for them, they present something that it's behind and above the human ability, yeah? So when we come to Kabbalah, we don't really talk about the Creator, which we call God. We talk about, we understand that there is one force, unified force, that overlooking everything. It means that the source of energy exists with anything, everything. What caused the body to thick, really? What causing the heart to pump? What caused the sun to shine? What caused the cosmos to circle all the planets? What caused things to grow? So there are all the scientific kind of explanation that the plant needs sun and they need oxygen and they need water and that's what causes them to grow. Yeah, but what gives the water its energy? What gives the sun its energy? You understand? We try to come to the source. So when we come to the source, we know that it's a divine source that exists within everything, but we don't really deal with that source. We deal with this energy that it's been projecting. So the first definition to that source we'll call the light. Okay? That's something that if you're going to continue to study with us, we're going to talk a lot about. It's not a physical light. The physical light, it's part of it, but it's, you know, the Kabbalists, in order to build the language, they had to give some kind of definition, yeah, that to borrow from the things that we know. Yeah, so they call it the light. What the light does, the light shines, the light shares, the light illuminates. Yeah? So it's similar to that. It's the moment you make an opening for the light, immediately it's go in. So meaning that that's the source of all fulfillment and endless force of sharing and love. And it consists within it everything that we want. Like the spectrum, we know, like the white light, within it consists the all colors of the spectrum. So within that source of light, you have the love, the clarity, security, health, peace of mind, wealth, everything is there. So the moment we break things down and I'm saying I want only this, or I want only this, I'm actually creating some kind of limitations, because I'm not necessarily know exactly what I need more, not what I want, what I need really for me. So I shouldn't limit. So when I'm not limiting, I'll say, okay, instead of me breaking it down and just creating fragmentation, limitation for me, why won't I ask for the source to come to me? And it's going to be manifested in the things that are more urgent for me right now. Is that making sense? Yeah? Okay, good. The abundance from the light is certainty without limits and measurement. It is only mankind that limits the abundance because they receive no more and no less than their desires. So if our desire comes from a limited source, according to our experiences, according to our imagination, you can say, according to our failures, because can you compare the dreams that you had before you started to have a career and the dreams that you have right now? Did it get shrunk a little bit, you can say? Did it become more limited, you would say? Yes or no?
Yes.
As children, we also, we dream that we want to fly, that we have wings, that we can do incredible things, yeah? But with time, we kind of let them go. So we are the one to limit. And what we want is really start expanding our desire to receive. Remember, Kabbalah, it's the technology how to receive more to life. Yeah? So this is called the tree of life. This is called the tree of life. It's the basis of the understanding of how energy comes to this world. Yeah? So on the upper side, this is the endless reality. That's the place of flawless universe. That's the place of no limitation, of fragmentation, the place of answers. We already shrunk to that place that it's called the 1% world. We see here only fragmentation of the total reality. Why? Because our experience of the reality is according to our five senses. Yeah? That's our experience. What I see, what I learned, what I touch, what I smell, what I hear. This is my experiences. And we know that it's limited. It's limited. So whatever you hear from me right now is getting filtered by your five senses. And someone here can hear one thing, and someone in the other side of the room can hear totally different message. Why? Because we all have different way to look at life because of our experiences of the five senses. But pretty much the logic mind is the one that receive all this information, all this data, and he have to come up with some calculation of how he is going to take action in life according to what he see, what he gets, what he smells, what he ate, and so on and so on, what he touches. Yeah? But if only through five senses I receive so limited data, most likely what will be my conclusions in life? Limited or no limited? Limited. Very limited, my friends. Very limited. You can go to the very, very successful people in the world. You're going to read their biographies and you see that most of their life doesn't operate on the logic mind. It's worked on gut feeling and intuition. Does intuition belong to the five senses? Not at all. Not at all. So if we want really to expand ourselves, we need to understand that our five senses don't give us the full picture of life. We need more info. We need more data. More, much more. So what would be the source which is behind the five senses? It says that it's breaking the curtain of our reality, which is the perspective of the ego. So when we break up and go above that limited reality that we all experience here, there is a way, there are techniques how to do it, meditations, there are also formulas how to, for me, to explore this place. This is where we want you to be. To connect more to your intuition, to connect to the place where there are answers, to connect to places when you see more and more and more. Questions so far? All right. Yes. Yes.
Just from the diagram, are we going to speak about, from what I remember, it seems that you start in this moment at the bottom circle and then our goal is to move up. Are we going to speak about if it's better to go left, right, center?
To begin with, start exploring behind the curtain of our logic mind, of our five senses. Then they say that there are 125 steps to reach to enlightenment. Yeah? So, but let's start. Yeah?
Sounds good.
Yeah. I promise you, every time you will be able to break from the ego, to break through from the limitations of the five senses, you're going to explore something which is magnificent. It's fulfillment, it's true happiness. You're going to start understanding that your true powers. That's the point. So, the Kabbalists explained to us that there is the law which calls similarity of form. What I'm similar to, I will be connected to. Yeah, so many people say, that opposite attract. It's a lie. You attract someone only because you have some kind of similarity or form to him. Okay? Even though it could be seem that he's different, no, but there is a reason why you attract him, because there is some kind of similarity there. So what I am different from, I will disconnect from. That's how it is. So spiritual law, number one, that we learned today, is to reveal this cosmic light that we talk, that consists of everything possible in this universe. I will have to act like it. If I want to be close to it, if I want to be similar to it, I have to imitate it. I have to learn what is it, what is its essence, and act upon it. So if we say it's the ultimate power of sharing, if we say it's the ultimate power of unconditional love, if we say it has no limitations, if he says it has no fears, it means that I have to somehow transform myself to a place where I'm closer to that essence. Is that making sense? If I'm transforming myself, slowly but surely, I'm getting closer to its essence. It means that I will be able to connect to that source more and more and more in my life. So write briefly recent external situation that challenge you. Something current that challenge you, that bothers you right now, that's important for you. Just write it down for yourself. Okay, we are writing it down? Okay. So the Kabbalists explain to us that the world is divided pretty much to two channels. It's simple. We think it's complicated, but there are two channels. So it's either we are in the ego mode. Okay, we will now, when you get to the depth of understanding the ego, this is what we're going to explore through this course and the next courses. We understand that there is a lot to learn about it. But pretty much there is what we call the ego mode and the source mode, the light mode. The limited mode that we function over, and there is the unlimited world. And I need to choose which of the channels I rather connect to. Okay? So imagine yourself, you switch the TV by wanting to watch, which is the favorite program right now that we all love to watch?
Not the news.
Not the news, yes. Netflix? It's not a program. It's an app. Like what kind of series? Tell me something. What? Friends. What is trendy right now? Nobody watch TV anymore? What is trendy on Netflix?
1 to 100, like the longevity, Blue Zone longevity documentary.
So that's on Netflix?
Yeah.
So imagine yourself that you don't remember if it's on Netflix or Amazon Prime. Now you open Amazon Prime and you look all over. And you're looking for this, whatever you call it, I don't remember. You're looking and you start being angry and you're getting upset on your husband and everything. So where is this series? Where is it? Will you find it on Amazon Prime? No, because it's played on Netflix, isn't it? So we are switching to certain channels in our life, expecting to see a program that is not available on that channel. And then we get frustrated and mad because we don't get really what we want. That what we only need to do is just switch the channel. That's the only thing. You know, you get into a movie and you start crying, why is this such a bad ending? Can you change that movie? It's already predetermined. Can you complain about this movie? You're already inside this cineplex. There is nothing that you can do. There is only one thing that you can do. What you can do? Huh? Get out of this theater and just go to an Hollywood movie with a happy ending. You know, some challenges, some fights, but happy ending, amazing. Yeah? That's the point. So sometimes we live life, you know, insisting on one channel, this, I want to, but you cannot get it there. So you need to switch. How we switch, that's what we're going to start to learn. So the light source is the source of abundance. There is no connection to lack. Ego is always focused on something that I don't have. What is the definition of ego? Is that ego pretty much shrinks everything. So in order for the ego to be happy, what he would do, he said, you know what, I cannot do everything. So I'm just going to be self-concerned. Just going to focus on me getting what I want. While I can achieve much greater things by focusing on making that million other people get the same thing. And probably I'm going to get much more. So ego is pretty much limitations according to the Kabbalistic teachings. So as we said, two modes. The mode of the soul is proactive. This means that I'm similar to the light. And that's what we call the soul. That's where we enter to understand what is this energy source that's running our body. It's the soul. And the second one is called the reactive. Different from the light. Ego. What does it mean, reactive? It's the moment I feel that I'm not in control. The moment event triggers me and awaken fear, awaken lack, awaken insecurity, awaken judgment, awaken selfishness, awaken disrespect, awaken disappointment. Every time those things been awakened means that I am reactive. I am reactive. It means that I'm not really in control. And those reactive moments lead to a certain emotions, and the emotion dictate the way I'm going to respond and act later on. And the emotion direct what I'm going to attract later on. We talked about similarity of form. If I am sad, what I'm going to attract to my life? Happiness? Yeah. If I am fearful, what I'm going to attract to my life? I'm in the wrong channels. Yeah, I'm sad, but I want to be happy. But my happy is dependent on so many external things that are going to make me happy that I cannot really achieve right now. So what does it mean? I need to wait to be happy till I'm going to achieve those? What do you think? Is that a good deal? Impossible. Impossible. It means that I am constantly reactive to something external that happens, that dictating my emotional level. And it's a lose-lose, my friend. It's a lose-lose. There is no way to get out of it. Okay, so something nice happened externally. I got some good news that kind of elevated my spirits. And we live in this roller coaster of ups and downs, and happy and sad and fulfilled, because only external things activated my fulfillment. So when I'm proactive, no matter what happens, no matter what been triggered, and it's okay that fear been triggered, it's okay that doubt been triggered, it's okay that hatred been triggered, but the moment I'm aware of it and I'm making a choice not to stay there, that's what makes me proactive. Is that making sense? It's not that I'm like no longer fearful. I'm no longer insecure. I'm no longer judgmental. I'm just trying to be more aware of what I've been triggered to do, and I'm taking control over it. Sound like very difficult to achieve. But it's a muscle that we need to learn to practice. And that's what we're going to learn in this course. So what is the reactive behavior? The reactive behavior is the way most of us humans operate over throughout the day. Throughout the day, we are reactive creatures. Any thought, any word or action which comes as a response to some sort of external situation, that's the reactive mode. We are constantly reactive and responding to something that people do to us. And we wish that we won't do it, because we always regret, you know, when someone comes and say the wrong things and we explode on them. So, how could I have done that? We always like self-beat ourselves for us being reactive, because we know that this is not our true essence. Our true essence is to be in control. Our true essence is to take a problem and turn it into a beauty. This is who we are. This is what differentiates us from the rest of the creatures of the world. We are not in a survival mode as most animals live life. But if you look carefully, when I'm reactive, I'm in a survival mode. Someone just humiliate me, and I'm thinking all my systems, how now I can protect myself. Like I'm in the jungle, and I need to protect my ego. How come they humiliated me? How come they hurt me? Why I didn't get what I want? Why the boss said what he said to me? Why my partner don't appreciate me? So I'm a survival. I'm trying to survive in this story that I built to myself, that I need to protect everything that's been said to me, everything that's been done to me, or anything that I wasn't able to accomplish. Does it sound familiar? Yes? Yes. So we want to stop, because we're running on a loop over and over in our life, and it's like sound like a broken record, repeated all the time. Same thoughts, same actions, same emotions, same thoughts, same action, and that's the reason we're not transforming. So if we transform ourselves from being reactive to being proactive, that's where change starts to happen. And then change starts to happen, emotions start to be different, then we start to attract different things to our life, similarity of form. I have the emotions that relates to the light, love, compassion, giving, happiness, motivation, passion. The lights start to be more present within us. We become more energized. Okay, so now go back to what you wrote down about the challenge and relieve your reactive responses. See how reactive you are in relation to this challenge. In the meanwhile where you were challenged, try to recall upon all your reactions. Please. Can you see now your reactions in relation to this? You see your reactive reactions in relative to the challenge that you put down? Do you see how much you weren't in control? Do you see how much were you not on the channel of the light? Can you see? Who wants to share? What type of reactions he saw? Identify, yeah?
Do we need to share the situation too?
No, just a reaction. Don't worry about the situation, it's okay.
Okay. Frustration.
Frustration.
Feeling stuck, limited.
Beautiful. Sound familiar? I had plenty of those today without even hearing your challenge. Yeah. More? Angry.
Agitated and paralysis.
Paralysis. Oh, good. So imagine yourself, we can learn how to take control over those. And today I'm going to give you the first tool how to do it. So every class we're going to learn a spiritual rule. A rule, it means that this is a cosmic, universal law. It's unbreakable, pretty much. Nobody can actually say it's, none of the scientists can tell you it's not true. I promise you that. It's a rule. It's a law. So let's go through the challenge first before I get to the tool. So we need to understand that anything that happens in life, we need to brainwash ourselves, say everything that's sent up to our life, the challenge occurs, it's sent by the universe, by the light, for our own good. Yeah, in the beginning, the package is not for our liking, but if I be able to open the package, I will see the diamond inside. So the challenge said, luck is triggered immediately. My ego.
I'm so sorry. Someone has a car parked here outside with the plates that end 073. It's a gray car. And it says, sorry,
So when luck triggered, I will immediately, my natural response is to be reactive. Okay? Or I can choose to be aware of myself. Okay? I choose to be aware. What does it mean? I see all the noise inside of me, all the lack, all the fears that start erupting, and anger and frustration. I see that, I look at it, and then I choose to pause. I'm choosing to pause and observe and observe. And I'm telling to myself, all I need, all what I want now is to be connected to the light. All what I need is within me. There is no lack. The lack is the illusion. All what I need to resolve, to handle the situation, it's already within me. It's not external. Okay? And I accept it as an opportunity. And then I act for my soul. We're going to learn more about it. But soul meaning behind the five senses, soul mean my intuition, my gut feeling, my source of strength. And I'm telling to myself, pause, what an opportunity. Imagine yourself, every channel you're going to come to you through this week, you're going to stop, you're going to observe, and you're going to say, what an opportunity. It's going to look the ugliest thing that happened to you in the world, say, wow, I'm excited from the opportunity. Guys, I know it's different than what we usually do, but I want you to try it out throughout the week. Just try it out. Sincerely, be open-minded to try it. Experiment. So, I'm actually understanding that by me saying that, I'm saying to the cosmos, I know that you want to fulfill me more. And that's the only way that I can be fulfilled. If I overcome the lack that's being triggered right now, the fear that's been triggered right now, the anger that's been triggered right now, and I'm going to transform it. How I'm transforming it? By taking control over the situation. Not the external situation, inside of me. Whatever turmoil that's going inside of me, say, stop. I see you. I'm aware of you. I want to choose it as an opportunity to overcome. So, spiritual rule that we learned today, the first one is to reveal the light. I have to act like the light. Spiritual tool number 2. Number one, sorry. Pause, what an opportunity. So I'm going to call Tamar now. She going to do a short visualization with you in relation to be able really to internalize what we learn about pause, what an opportunity, and to apply it to your current challenge. So we're going to install it in your mind in a way that if it's a significant challenge right now that you experience, that this week you'll be able to deal with it and really transform it. Turn it into gold. Okay, Tamar? Are you ready for that?
Anyone have questions so far? You're quiet.
So far, so good.
Yes.
Just curiosity, why is the L one light always capitalized?
The what?
The L in light, is it always capitalized? Yeah, to distinguish it from regular light.
Okay.
I like the answer.
Good one.
Twilight it probably, yeah. Twilight.
Yes.
Highlight the light.
More questions? So coming to the visualization, such a hard word. I want you to think about the challenge you wrote before. And you can, it's kind of a mini mini meditation. So feel comfortable, sit comfortable, open yourself. You can close your eyes, feel comfortable. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes and just follow my voice. And put yourself into that challenge situation. If it happened with someone, see that person, hear the words that been said to you, or hear what you heard, see what you saw. Maybe it's someone that tried to control you or manipulate you. Maybe someone didn't do what you asked. Maybe you were not appreciated the way you wanted to be. Maybe someone didn't wait for you. Whatever challenge it is, now start to look inside, how you felt. If it's anger or frustration, you got hurt. Maybe you
My
felt
name
like
is Jason Stevenson,
being ignored.
and tonight
Now, pause for a moment on what you're feeling. And take another deep breath. Breathe into the pain, breathe into the uncomfortable situation, uncomfortable feelings, and look into the pain. Look into the eyes of the problem. The breath that you take in, it's kind of an anchor. It's helping you to be present. It's helping you to get the control back to you. It's helping you to do the step towards the result you want to get. And to remember that everything that I need, the answers, the power, the strength, all those forces exist inside of me. If it's patience, the ability to flow with the situation, to let the things happen, to have compassion, forgiveness, anything we need exists there. I just need to choose to connect to it. To choose to connect to it, it's a proactive decision. It's a proactive action. All the love that I'm looking for exists inside of me. The approval that I'm okay exists inside of me. The respect, everything I'm looking for is there already. Now the next step is to accept that this situation, this challenge is opportunity for me to connect to the gifts that I have, to connect to my power, my opportunity to accept that maybe I'm not perfect, maybe to find the compassion towards me. Maybe it's an opportunity for me to understand the other side. And to choose what I'm choosing, what is the right thing, with no trying to fix nobody, not to blame nobody, no judging. How I'm choosing to react, how I'm choosing to respond. can see how things are changing, how you breathe differently, more relaxed, more with confidence, not angry, not reactive. Acting from the place of my soul. And through that, I'm attracting something else and better to my home, to the relationship, to my environment, to my karma. Something good and new is awakening inside of me. It's like I'm receiving a new perspective to life. No longer need to fight, no longer need to get hurt, no longer to feel broken or hopeless. Just to awake those abilities of love, of kindness, of clarity, just by pause and accepting the situation as an opportunity. So seeing that person in front of me, seeing the situation, even telling myself in loud, wow, what an opportunity. I can connect to my powers now. I can see how strong I am, how much abilities I have. You can open your eyes. Hopefully, practicing it in that short. If you do have the time during the week dealing with the challenges in that way, it can be amazing. Even, it's a little bit funny, but like starting to I'm finding myself many times like in front of the face of a person, what an opportunity, what an opportunity, what an opportunity. And it's like, faking it until I'm making it. Just that little switch, I promise you're going to see amazing things. And please share with us next week your experience with that. Another thing that I would like to inform you. So from today we started the course of the 10 classes. Until today, you still can register. Some of you still didn't register, so you can still register with the early bird. That it's only $135 for all the 10 classes. Really hope that you will join us. We have here in the class the mentors. Wave. Yeah, Yosef, Diana, and Leah. So the mentors are here for you. They are studying and practicing for a while, and they are here for you to any questions that you have. Of course, we are as well, but they are more accessible. Accessible is the word, yes. And they will walk with you the path. So please use them. They're waiting for your questions, for to bother them, with everything you want to say and ask. Yes, every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Today we start a little bit later, and the class lasts a little bit longer because it's the first one, and it takes time to find the place and everything. But we're starting at 7, and we would love to see you joining us.
How long is the class, sorry?
So class usually it's 1 hour, 1 hour 15. Yeah, depends on your questions, on your participation. Yeah, you want to add something? Maybe you can share with your table, if you would like to stay. I think it's if you will continue with us or not continue with us, I can promise you, just that lesson, just what you take in tonight you can see big transformation, big openings in your life. So maybe you can share with the mentor in your table of what you're taking, how you would like, to use this opportunity of pausing in your challenges. Thank you and good night.